Alright guys, here we are. So, the other night I showed you the fire. I threw all the fires in, or the files last night. So I got all these files and saw blades and everything, and everything turned out pretty good. I made 2 blanks today. I got some scraps. There's a few things I want to show you. I'm doing a project for my father-in-law. This is a secret, so don't go telling him. Now, right here, he's not an outdoors guy, but he likes to cook. So this is my project for him. I have not hardened this yet. I'm going to do my Carta scales on it. It's basically a chef's knife. It's going to be gorgeous. Fits your hand really good. You can see that. So he has no idea this is going to happen. Another part of that project is actually on the project for him. I'm taking, these are remnants of my bamboo flooring that I have in my house. So I'm going to rip the tongue and groove off. No, it's supposed to be like this. You know, I'm going to rip the tongue and groove off. I'm going to biscuit join them together. Also, I am very handy with wood projects as well. I'm going to make him a cutting board, and it's going to be 3 of these wide minus the tongue and groove. I'm going to biscuit join them together, glue them together, and they're going to be feet the whole length of the cutting board. It's going to be probably like 10 by 12 on the cutting board. And I'm using the remnant. I'm pulling the surface off so there's no contaminating of the food. But there's going to be maybe 1 inch rails the whole way of the cutting board. And then this knife with the micarta handles and everything will slide in a bamboo sheath underneath the cutting board, so you won't even see the knife. So when you want to use it, you pick the whole thing up, and then he'll be able to use his chef's knife to do his cooking and all that kind of stuff. It's going to go inside there. It's going to be an awesome project. I will show you, you know, bits and pieces as I go along. Another thing that I'm working on is taking this file. My son decided he didn't want the little bitty knife, so I'm going to take this style file and make him something similar to a Mora, you know, a small Mora size. But what I'm going to do, just to give you an idea, is basically this is one that I've made for myself, and this is the little one he originally wanted, but he wants these kind of handles on that file knife. So what I'm going to do is, instead of having a 2-sided sheath like this, is I'm going to take this kind of style sheath, because he already has his own ferro rod, and I'm going to make this kind of sheath, but I'm going to basically sew, before I stitch the whole thing together, I'm going to sew this kind of lip to the outside, and that way this knife right here will slip inside. So ultimately what you will have is this knife sticking like this. So he will have the option of the 2 knives right here, and he can use this one for his normal work, and if he actually has to, you know, try to gig something or something along those lines, he'll have one like this. So he's kind of excited about it. I'm kind of excited about it. I know most of my videos have been all about making knives and everything, but you know, what do you do? But the cutting board thing, that's going to be freaking priceless. I did actually, if this turns out with this particular chef knife, with this bamboo flooring, I know I can make the cutting board. I'm not tooting my horn, but I am really good at working with wood. So I have another blank of these I cut out today. So I'm going to be making 2 sets of these cutting boards, and just in these 3 pieces here, I'll have plenty of wood to do the whole 3 sets of the cutting board, or 2 sets of the cutting board. So I really would like one for myself, honestly. You know, it's hard to find a good kitchen knife. So if you all have any questions or anything of that sort, feel free to ask. And I still have like 2 boxes of that flooring left over. And if he likes it and if I like it, it might be something that I might be, you know, trying to move or something along those lines. So we'll see. It'll be pretty neat. Cheers. We're having hot wings tonight on the grill, so it's gonna be a good night. Canned carrots probably, something simple, and we're gonna watch the Olympics. By the way, I watched the women's Olympics, and I think it was the New Zealand woman. Boy, oh boy, she was knocking the snot out of the woman from Great Britain. Have yourself a good night, guys. I'll come back at another time when I got this thing. I think it's going to be good. You know, this is my preferred style of chef knife. You know, I think they call this a French chef knife. So, but, you know, I'm not a big fan of the French. That's all I got to say. Have a good night, everybody. Happy Monday. Keep smiling. God love.